Hello, my name is Jorgia Hollebeke. Over the semester, I volunteered more than 10 hours with the Cancer Support Community North Texas, an organization dedicated to providing emotional and practical support to cancer patients and their families. In this presentation, I will explain the organization's mission, describe my volunteer experience, connect it to sociological theories, and reflect on how this experience has shaped my understanding of privilege, community engagement, and citizenship. Cancer Support Community North Texas is a nonprofit that was founded in 2002 as Gilda's Club North Texas by a group of women inspired by the support comedian Gilda Radner. In 2009, Gilda's Club merged with the Wellness Community to form the national organization, and the North Texas affiliate became Cancer Support Community North Texas. They serve patients, survivors, caregivers, and family members. Their mission is to ensure that no one has to navigate cancer alone, and they do this through emotional support groups, wellness programs, educational workshops, and community building events such as holiday gatherings. Everything they offer is completely free. Their work addresses an important need because while cancer is often understood medically, its emotional, social, and financial impacts are equally significant. You may be shocked to discover that approximately 38.9% of men and women will be diagnosed with cancer of any site at some point during their lifetime. But it's true. Cancer Support Community highlights the importance in understanding cancer not just as an individual problem, but also as a larger public issue. On the personal level, cancer patients face emotional distress, fear, and financial strain from medical bills. But from a sociological perspective, these struggles reflect systemic issues, such as the high cost of healthcare, unequal insurance coverage, and cultural attitudes that discourage people from openly discussing emotional pain. Cancer Support Community approaches cancer not as a private burden, but as a social problem that requires collective support. Their programs address emotional isolation and create a community where vulnerability is allowed, validated, and supported. Cancer Support Community North Texas offers a wide range of programs designed to support not only people living with cancer, but their families, caregivers, and loved ones as well. One example is Noogieland, their dedicated space for children. It provides a safe, fun, and creative environment where kids can play, express themselves, and build resilience while someone they love is undergoing treatment. The organization also offers support groups, educational workshops, counseling services, wellness activities, and community events like the one shown here. These programs create a welcoming environment where people can connect, share experiences, and feel understood. Overall, Cancer Support Community's mission is centered on ensuring that no one faces cancer alone, providing emotional support, community connection, and resources for every person impacted by the illness. Not only does Cancer Support Community excel in supporting cancer patients, survivors, family members, and caretakers, it also impacts volunteers. I've invited a fellow volunteer with the support group to talk about his experience. Here is Jordan Miller.
Cancer Support Community has impacted me in many ways. Through volunteering, I've gained new insights and perspectives, and the organization even provided food for my mother who has cancer for Thanksgiving. This experience has helped me better understand what my mother and others in this community are going through.
Thank you, Jordan, for your insight. Your double perspective as both a volunteer and a family member of someone with cancer really highlights how deeply this work connects to the ideas we've discussed, especially empathy, ethical volunteering, and bridging social capital. It's one thing to show up and complete volunteer tasks, but it's another to understand these experiences personally and emotionally. Hearing your perspective reminds us that the people we serve are not just clients or patients, but individuals with families, fears, and support systems. It also shows how volunteers can bridge gaps between communities by sharing lived experiences, validating others, and creating a space where people feel seen and understood. Your experience reinforces why organizations like Cancer Support Community matter and how meaningful support can ripple beyond the walls of building. My own volunteer experience began with clerical responsibilities, which included answering phone calls, greeting visitors, and directing members to programs and services. At first, these tasks seemed simple, but I quickly realized how essential they were to creating a welcoming environment. I also helped prepare the office for its upcoming move by shredding old paper files that had been digitized. This task became unexpectedly meaningful when I saw the intake forms and photos of members whose stories reflected loss, strength, resilience, and hope. Something that deeply impacted me was participating in their annual Friendsgiving event. Volunteers were encouraged not just to serve food, but to sit and share a meal with members. This allowed me to speak with people currently going through treatment, and those conversations helped me see cancer as a lived experience that extends beyond stereotypes. Many sociological concepts help illuminate the dynamics within the cancer support community North Texas. The sociological imagination reveals how cancer is shaped by broader social structures, including healthcare inequality, financial strain, and cultural expectations surrounding independence and wellness. Moreover, the Community Cultural Wealth, or CCW model, reframes the cancer community through a strengths-based lens, highlighting aspirational capital, navigational capital, and social capital. Rather than viewing patients through deficits, this perspective recognizes the resilience, resourcefulness, and community support that individuals draw upon while navigating systemic barriers. Following, the Asset-Based Community Development, or ABCD, model aligns with this approach by emphasizing the organization's focus on collective strengths such as shared experience, mutual aid, and emotional resilience. Finally, Robert Putnam's work in Bowling Alone explains how social capital in the U.S. has eroded over time. Cancer Support Community North Texas actively resists this decline by fostering both bonding capital, the connection among people who share the experience of cancer, and bridging capital, connection across different groups like volunteers and families. As the front desk volunteer, I became the first point of contact for many people walking into the building. Even a warm greeting can help rebuild social connection. Shredding the stories of past members reminded me of how connection continues across time, even when individuals are no longer present. CORE's frameworks on ethical volunteering and power awareness highlight the importance of recognizing privilege, approaching service with respect, and engaging in reciprocity rather than charity. These concepts help guide service interactions in a way that promotes dignity, equity, and meaningful partnership. Sarah Todd argues that privilege is often invisible to those who have it, and meaningful service requires shifting power towards the community. This idea resonated with me because I recognized moments when my own privilege shaped how I volunteered. For example, early on I caught myself helping a community member in a way that wasn't actually needed, acting from an assumption that they were less capable because of their illness. I realized later that this was rooted in my able-bodied privilege. Reflecting on this helped me practice more ethical engagement, listening first, asking questions, and respecting that members are experts in their own lives. This shift mirrors Todd's call for community-led service rather than volunteer-controlled service. Overall, my work with Cancer Support Community North Texas has helped me understand the power of community, the importance of sociological perspective, and the responsibility of ethical engagement. This experience showed me that volunteering is not about helping people who are struggling. It's about participating in a community that values dignity, resilience, and shared humanity. I'm grateful for the opportunity to contribute, to learn, and to grow into a more aware, justice-oriented citizen. You, too, can help by volunteering, donating, or sharing awareness. Every action strengthens the community and helps people feel supported during a difficult time. To get involved, visit their website and see how to help, to donate, volunteer, and more.